They always described you the exact same way. You were too kind, you were too forgiving. You were the one who stayed quiet, just to keep the peace. And because you never fought back when they pushed your boundaries, they severely underestimated the sleeping giant inside you. Welcome to your era of absolute authority, chosen one. Funny how everyone pretended they did not see you coming. Do not scroll past this. Right now, the people who drained your energy are panicking. They thought your silence was a sign of total defeat. They assumed you would always be there to absorb their darkness. But the moment you finally walked away and took your light back, their entire reality began to violently fracture and collapse in real time. Everything they built on your back is falling apart. You need to hear this. This is not a random video finding you today. This is a divine interception. Heaven is about to expose exactly what is happening behind those closed doors. Those who plotted against your downfall are currently watching their own lives crumble into ashes, while a massive table of blessing is being prepared for you in their very presence. Stay with me right now. The final puzzle piece is coming. For years you carried the weight of their toxic insecurities. You walked into heavy rooms and instantly shifted the atmosphere. They fed on your brilliant light, while desperately trying to convince you that you were the broken one who needed fixing. You questioned your own sanity so many times. You wondered if your pure heart was actually a terrible curse. But you were never broken. You were simply exploited. They projected their deep, unhealed shame entirely onto you. They made you the villain in false stories where you were actually the savior. And you let them do it because your deep empathy had no solid boundaries yet, and you thought your love could somehow heal their brokenness. But darkness does not respect the light. It only knows how to consume it until nothing remains. Then, something inside you finally snapped in a quiet way. You did not scream. You did not seek violent revenge. You simply packed up your energy and walked completely away from the table where you were starving. That total withdrawal was the most destructive weapon you could have ever deployed against them. Your quiet absence shook their foundation. They are terrified because they cannot access you. Without your high frequency stabilizing their endless chaos, they are spiraling out of control. They are turning on each other like hungry wolves. The amazing luck they thought they had was actually just your powerful aura, protecting them from their own terrible decisions. They wore your hard-earned blessings like a stolen coat. Now, the bitter winter of their own karma has finally arrived. And they are entirely exposed. You might be sitting there feeling completely isolated right now. You look around the room and wonder why your circle has become so incredibly small. Do not let the deceptive enemy convince you that this lonely isolation is a cruel punishment. Heaven deliberately cleared the room of every parasite and time waster. You are being hidden safely in the secret place. This divine quarantine is protecting your upcoming harvest. Before we go any further, I want to hold something in front of you. Something that was discovered not inside a church, but inside a clinical research laboratory. Something that won the highest scientific recognition available, yet most chosen ones have never been told about it because the elite want to keep it hidden. It explains exactly what the enemy was stealing from you all those years. There is a specific physical reason why your energy was so addictive to them. It is not just a vague spiritual metaphor. It has a literal scientific name, and it perfectly explains the massive gap between the powerful person you know yourself to be and the heavy exhaustion you feel right now. I will show you exactly what the researchers found. But not quite yet. First, you must understand the theft. So hold this critical question in your tired mind. What if the heavy block you feel right now is not a character flaw at all? What if it is a literal high frequency that was suppressed by the toxic environments you were forced to survive in? I will tell you exactly what it is called before this message ends, but right now, you need to see their downfall. Watch the scales finally balance. Every closed door in your life over the past year was a profound rescue mission. You cried bitter tears over people you were never actually meant to keep. You mourned over toxic situations that were secretly destroying your divine potential and keeping you trapped in a low vibration. Stop mourning the loss of your emotional parasites. The universe ruthlessly cut those ties to save your life. If you swipe away now, you will completely miss the revelation of your own power. You will walk away right before the massive spiritual curtain is finally pulled back. The enemy desperately wants you to click off this video, so you stay ignorant of the absolute wreckage they are sitting in. Do not give them that easy satisfaction today. Keep your eyes firmly fixed on this screen. Take one slow breath. Feel the absolute certainty rising up in your chest. You did not lose them when you walked away. They lost the absolute greatest miracle they ever encountered, and now they have to live the rest of their ordinary lives, knowing what they threw away. Your brilliant vindication is not coming tomorrow. It is happening in this exact breath. Listen to what comes next. You know exactly what I am talking about. You surely remember those heavy nights. You woke up at 3 in the morning with your heart racing, and your mind was spinning with endless conversations you already had. You replayed every single painful word in your tired head, while you desperately tried to figure out what you did wrong to make them treat you so poorly. They were sleeping soundly. But the profound truth is, you did absolutely nothing wrong. You were simply a pure mirror reflecting their hidden flaws. The deep exhaustion you felt was not normal physical tiredness. It was a complete and total spiritual energy drain. Every time your phone buzzed with their name on the glowing screen, your stomach instantly dropped because your body knew the attack was coming. Your chest tightened up in heavy and painful defense. Your physical body recognized the energetic threat long before your logical mind could process the danger. That intense anxiety was your profound intuition screaming at you. You started to absolutely hate meaningless small talk and shallow conversations. You found yourself constantly withdrawing from crowded rooms and superficial environments because the fake energy of those people physically hurt your sensitive nervous system. They called you antisocial and terribly unfriendly, while they told you that you were being too sensitive or acting far too superior, but you were never withdrawing out of bitter arrogance. Your nervous system was simply trying to survive the constant spiritual attacks. You gave them the absolute purest version of your empathy. You poured endless grace into an empty black hole that could never truly be filled. And whenever you finally asked for a tiny drop of support in return, they made you feel like a terrible and heavy burden. They quickly called you demanding and incredibly selfish, shifting the heavy blame so masterfully that you always ended up apologizing for their own abusive behavior. It was a cruel and carefully crafted illusion. Stop blaming yourself for staying in that place too long. Stop carrying the heavy guilt of those painful and endless cycles. Even though they drained your life force every single day, you stayed for so long because your brilliant light naturally wants to heal severely broken things. You did not lack intelligence or personal strength. You only lacked the harsh boundaries required to deal with emotional vampires. Heaven allowed you to experience that deep darkness, so you would finally learn how to protect your sacred energy. Your spirit is recognizing the absolute truth of these words right now, and the heavy confusion is finally lifting from your tired and overworked mind. If you feel this profound validation washing over your soul, tap the like button as an act of agreement with what God just spoke to you. Let that simple physical action be the first step in reclaiming your stolen power. You are officially drawing a permanent line in the sand today. They needed your bright light, absolutely and desperately. You never actually needed their chaotic presence in your life. They eagerly attached themselves to your bright aura and drained you dry because they had absolutely no internal light of their own to navigate the dark. You were the golden ticket to their temporary and shallow success, and they played the innocent victim role completely perfectly. But heaven saw every single hidden tear you cried in secret. That profound loneliness you felt recently was entirely necessary. The universe had to pull you into a season of deep and quiet isolation. If heaven did not forcefully remove you from that toxic environment, you would have completely depleted your precious life force, keeping them warm. The painful rejection you experienced was never a divine punishment. It was a rigorous protection protocol designed to save the chosen one from total destruction. Now you are finally gone from their daily lives, and the quiet void you left behind is completely deafening to them. They eagerly try to replace you with new and shiny people. While they gather shallow friends to distract themselves from the truth, they cannot hide from the massive energetic hole you left in their crumbling lives. But no one else carries your specific and holy frequency, so they are slowly realizing the catastrophic mistake they finally made. And the profound regret hurts their fragile ego deeply. You are the rare soul who survived the raging storm entirely alone. You walked through the fiery furnace of betrayal and came out without smelling like smoke. They fully expected you to become bitter and cruel, just like them. But despite all their relentless attacks and clever manipulations, your beautiful heart remained incredibly pure, and your spirit refused to break under the heavy pressure. Your incredible spiritual resilience absolutely terrified their dark souls, because a person who heals in silence can never be manipulated again. Do you finally see the grand divine design behind your intense suffering? Every painful betrayal was actually a brilliant masterclass in spiritual discernment, and every sleepless night was a necessary recalibration of your broken spiritual compass. You are no longer the bleeding empath who endlessly begs to be understood, because you have finally realized that blind people can never appreciate a beautiful sunset. You are stepping into a supreme level of emotional mastery. The days of making yourself small to comfort their ego are completely over. There is a scientific reason why your physical body felt so incredibly heavy around them. They were literally vibrating at a low frequency of survival and constant fear. Your natural energetic state is expansive and beautifully creative. Whenever you forced yourself to stay in their dark and chaotic presence, your delicate brain waves were violently forced out of their natural and peaceful rhythm. You had to lower your vibration just to safely communicate with them. That is exactly why you felt so completely lost and drained. Your silence is the absolute heaviest burden they have ever carried. They fully expected you to fight back and explain yourself endlessly. They desperately needed your loud and dramatic reaction, because as long as you were reacting to their toxic games, they still maintained total control over your sensitive emotions. But you finally chose to walk away in complete and total silence, leaving them completely confused and entirely powerless over your bright future. That quiet departure was a brilliant tactical strike against their fragile ego. Your silence is not a sign of weakness or terrible cowardice. Your silence is a massive wall of untouchable authority that they can never climb over. And while they desperately try to figure out your next move, you are simply living your beautiful life in peace and complete harmony. They sit in their messy lives and obsess over your absence. Every single day you refuse to engage is another fatal blow to their false reality. You took away the mirror that made them look so incredibly good. Now they are forced to look at their own ugly reflection in the dark. The profound lack of your brilliant light is literally suffocating their spirit, because they never actually learned how to generate their own warmth. But there is a dangerous trap being set for you right now as they begin to panic. Do not let your spiritual guard down today. I need to warn you about this fatal trap before it is too late. The darkness knows you are finally pulling away from the familiar pain. They will try to reach out when you least expect it, with a fake apology or a random question. They secretly hope your deep empathy will force you to respond, because breaking your silence is the only way they can steal your energy again. I will tell you exactly what happens if you reply to them later in this message. Do not fall for their incredibly cheap tricks. Here is what they never told you about your own profound energy. The reason the universe responds to certain people and not others is not blind faith. It is absolutely not your rigid daily discipline. It is not even your past karmic cycle. It is a literal brainwave that dictates your entire reality, and scientists actually have a specific and highly guarded name for this phenomenon. They call it the pure gamma brainwave frequency, and it is the exact frequency your brain was running as a small child. Back then, your brilliant ideas flowed effortlessly and completely naturally. Learning new things felt incredibly joyful and amazingly simple. You somehow knew things before they even happened in physical reality. The world felt like it was completely and totally on your side. Then, adulthood arrived with all its heavy burdens, and the modern world went to work on your pure and innocent mind without any mercy. The daily grind slowly pushed your natural genius far away. The endless daily stress and the glowing screens began to numb you. The harsh survival routine and the toxic people slowly drained your precious life force. Every single year, this sacred frequency was suppressed a little further down into the dark. It was pushed deeper and deeper below the noisy surface of your incredibly busy life, until the version of you with lightning-fast intuition went completely and totally silent. The brilliant child inside you was forced to hide for safety. Most people will live their entire ordinary lives without knowing this tragedy happened to them. But you are absolutely not like most of the people out there. And the profound question I asked you to hold a few minutes ago still remains. You have felt this missing piece inside your spirit for so many long years, and you always knew that something vital was quietly taken from you. The heavy question about a terrible gap and a hidden scientific name. The amazing answer is much closer to you than you think. You have lived in a heavy beta brainwave state of constant survival. You constantly scanned every room for hidden threats and subtle dangers. You overthought every simple decision because your brain was running on pure adrenaline. But that exhausting frequency was never your true spiritual home. You were born to operate in the highest flow state possible because your mind was designed to create miracles instead of surviving daily storms. Your spiritual enemies knew this incredible truth about your original design. They subconsciously recognized your high frequency when they first met you. That is exactly why they targeted your light in the beginning. They wanted to drag you down to their level of constant survival, because a chosen one operating in their full divine power is unstoppable. They needed to break your confidence to keep their egos intact. Do not be angry about the long years spent in that low vibration. Your physical body was simply doing everything it could to keep you alive. You adapted to the toxic poison they fed you daily. But the bitter season of mere survival is officially coming to a glorious end, and your nervous system is preparing for a massive spiritual upgrade. The old matrix is losing its grip on your mind. The thick fog that surrounded your tired mind is beginning to clear. The constant hum of deep anxiety in your chest is fading out right now. Heaven is gently untangling the chaotic wires they left behind in your soul. You are finally remembering exactly who you are meant to be. Your boundaries are becoming walls of solid steel that no one can penetrate anymore, turning you into the most powerful force in the spiritual universe. They are watching your quiet transformation from a desperate and lonely distance. They see the incredible peace resting heavily on your shoulders now, and it kills them to know they can never touch your energy again. Your silence is screaming the ultimate truth into their empty lives. You are the true master of your reality now, and they are completely locked out of the kingdom you are building. Take a deep breath and let that settle firmly in your spirit. Feel the chains of their toxic validation falling off your wrists. You do not need their empty words or fake apologies anymore. The universe has judged the situation in your absolute favor, so you must keep walking forward in your terrifying power without looking back. The greatest chapter of your life is about to begin. Their entire reality was a carefully constructed house of cards, and you were the incredibly strong foundation holding the fragile pieces together. They walked around with absolute confidence while secretly using your brilliant light to navigate their own darkness. But the foundation has finally walked away. Their empty house is shaking violently in the wind. They never had any real power of their own. They were simply powerful illusionists who used your divine energy to fuel their grand magic tricks. When they spoke with authority, it was your borrowed conviction echoing in their hollow chests. Now that you have completely removed your frequency from their space, the pathetic illusion is fading fast. Everyone can see the cracks. Watch how quickly their lives are falling apart right now. The amazing luck they bragged about has completely dried up. Doors are slamming shut in their angry faces, and the profound favor they thought they owned has vanished into thin air. They are experiencing a rapid sequence of terrible failures. Heaven is dismantling their stolen kingdom. Without your high vibrations stabilizing their environment, they cannot function. They are making incredibly foolish mistakes because their clouded minds are running on pure panic. Your quiet presence used to absorb the heavy consequences of their terrible decisions. You were the ultimate shock absorber for their endless toxic drama. But the protective shield is completely gone now. They are slowly suffocating in their own toxic air. The terrible poison they tried to feed you is all they have left. They desperately search for a new host to drain, but no one else carries your pure divine signature, and cheap replacements can never satisfy their deep hunger. The counterfeit friends they gathered are turning against them. The fake loyalty is expiring. This brings us back to the fatal trap I warned you about earlier. Their desperate hunger is exactly why they will try to contact you again. They will send a random message or offer a completely fake apology just to test the waters. They do not miss your beautiful heart. They only miss the incredible energy you provided for free. You must remain completely silent. If you reply to their desperate messages, you open the door. The moment you type a response, your energy flows back into their collapsing matrix. You will feel that heavy exhaustion return to your tired chest, and they will suddenly feel a massive surge of stolen power. Replying resets the entire toxic cycle. Do not give them a single drop. Your strict boundary is starving the entities attached to them. A brutal spiritual war is happening behind the physical veil. Every time you ignore their bait, you strike a heavy blow against the dark. Your absolute refusal to engage destroys their ability to manifest anything good. Your total silence is a powerful weapon. They are completely powerless without your reaction. Let them sit alone in the miserable reality they created. You are not responsible for saving people who deeply hurt you. They chose to betray the greatest gift the universe ever provided. And now, they must pay the steep price for their incredible arrogance. The heavy debt is finally due. The scales of divine justice are perfectly balanced today. They thought they were the main character in this story. They truly believed your sole purpose was to serve as a convenient stepping stone for their grand success. But the universe is violently flipping the entire script right now. You were the chosen one all along. They were simply the difficult sandpaper used to polish your incredibly brilliant diamond. The difficult sandpaper is always discarded after the diamond is fully polished. Their role in your massive timeline is completely and totally over. Heaven has officially stamped their file closed. You do not need to seek revenge because their own miserable existence is the ultimate punishment. Watching you rise to the absolute top will be their daily torment. You must understand how incredibly rare your energy truly is. Toxic people clung to you for a profound reason. Your beautiful soul operates on a frequency that naturally manifests miracles. You carry a literal blueprint for heaven on earth inside your precious spiritual code, and they tried to steal that blueprint because they could never write their own. Your light is priceless, but the profound theft is officially over. The heavy locks on your spiritual vault have been changed by divine command. No one can ever access your pure frequency without your explicit permission again. The beautiful walls of your kingdom are standing tall and incredibly strong. You are finally safe from the emotional vampires who drained your life. Take a deep breath and let the total victory wash over you. You survived the absolute worst they had to offer, and you emerged with your pure heart completely intact. They are drowning in the shallow waters they created, while you are preparing to walk on the massive waves. The great division is happening right now, and your glorious vindication is already here. The massive purge is happening right now in your physical reality. You are standing in the quiet ruins of your old life. The toxic people have been completely removed from your daily timeline, but you might still feel a strange, heavy residue lingering in your tired mind. That heavy feeling is just the toxic, energetic detox. Your body is flushing out years of deep emotional poison. You survived their relentless manipulation and their cruel mind games. You broke the heavy generational curse that kept your family in the dark. Now, heaven is sending you massive confirmations that your new timeline is fully active. You are seeing angel numbers like 111 and 777 everywhere you go. These repeated numbers are not a random coincidence. They are literal cosmic coordinates confirming your exact spiritual location. The universe is speaking directly to your awake soul through profound synchronicities. You might find random coins in strange places or see specific animals crossing your daily path. These beautiful signs are a clear message from the divine realm. The massive storm has officially passed, but there is a deeper layer to this phenomenon. You see the divine signs clearly, and you know the miracle is close. Yet sometimes you still feel incredibly stuck in the heavy mud. You try to manifest your bright future, but an invisible wall blocks your progress. Your soul is completely ready, but your physical brain is lagging behind. Your mind is still trapped in survival mode. Before we go any further, I have to tell you something incredibly important. Something the elite people who profit from your exhaustion do not want you to know. Neuroscientists working quietly away from the loud headlines have discovered how to bring this dormant brainwave back. They found the exact physical key to unlock your trapped spiritual power. This massive breakthrough does not require years of silent meditation that most busy people cannot sustain. It does not require biofeedback machines that cost thousands of dollars and demand a clinical setting. The solution exists through something far simpler and far more aligned with how you were beautifully designed to work. It is a specific and highly engineered sound frequency. This pure frequency is scientifically designed to guide your tired brainwave patterns back to the genius state you were born with. Brilliant researchers at Princeton University studied this exact phenomenon. The Einstein Center in Berlin confirmed the legendary flow state is driven entirely by this specific wave. And Columbia University found it influences the people around you. 7 minutes a day is absolutely all it takes, and it begins working the very first time you close your eyes and listen. I will tell you exactly what this frequency tool is called and how to access it before this message ends. But first, there is something you deeply need to understand about why your breakthrough has been delayed. You need to know what happens next. The universe did not delay your massive blessing to punish you. The painful wait was never a rejection of your faithful prayers. Heaven was simply waiting for your physical receiver to be properly repaired and fully upgraded. You cannot pour new and pure wine into an old and broken vessel. Your nervous system had to be completely rewired to hold the massive wealth coming. Every time you cried out for a fast rescue, the universe shielded you. If the blessing arrived while you were still connected to those toxic narcissists, they would have stolen every single drop of it. Heaven had to surgically remove those parasites from your life first. The divine isolation was necessary to protect your upcoming generational wealth from their greedy hands. Now the protective quarantine is finally coming to an end. The heavy spiritual armor you wore for years is falling off your tired shoulders. You do not need to fight those brutal shadow wars anymore. Your beautiful energy is shifting from constant defense to pure creation. The broken receiver in your mind is being fully restored today. Do not ignore the sudden flashes of brilliant inspiration that hit you out of nowhere. These sudden eureka moments are your restored intuition working perfectly. Complex problems that used to give you terrible headaches are now solving themselves with very little effort. You are beginning to remember things you thought you had forgotten forever. This is the activation. You are feeling a strange but beautiful peace washing over you right now. The constant anxiety that used to sit heavy in your chest is melting away into nothing. You are finally becoming the untouchable master of your own glorious reality. The toxic cycle is broken forever, and the dark enemy has lost their only access point. Pay close attention to the incredible shifts happening in your body today. Your breathing is becoming deeper and much more relaxed. Your sharp intuition is suddenly firing on all cylinders again. You are stepping out of the dense beta wave matrix and returning to your true divine nature. The long night is over, and your brilliant morning is finally here. You have successfully starved the old timeline of your precious energy. The heavy door behind you is permanently locked. Now the universe is rapidly constructing a completely new reality just for you. There are 3 undeniable signs that prove you have officially entered this new divine timeline. Listen closely to these 3 confirmations. Sign number 1 is the sudden and absolute silence of your worst critics. The people who used to loudly judge every single thing you did have suddenly gone quiet. They are no longer creating chaotic drama in your daily life. Their sudden silence is absolutely not an accident. Heaven has placed a heavy gag order on your enemies. They cannot speak against you because your new vibration is blinding them. When you vibrate at this incredible master level, their low-frequency attacks simply bounce off your energy shield. You might even hear rumors about their lives falling apart from a distance. But you feel absolutely no desire to intervene or help them anymore. That lack of heavy guilt is your ultimate victory. In the past, your bleeding empath heart would have rushed back to save them from their own terrible choices. But now, you watch their karma unfold with complete and total emotional detachment. You finally understand that saving them would require destroying yourself entirely, and you refuse to burn again. Take a deep breath and let that massive truth settle in your spirit. Sign number 2 is the sudden appearance of high-level synchronicities. You are no longer chasing opportunities or begging for basic respect at heavy tables. The grand tables are turning in your favor right now. Everything you truly need is effortlessly seeking you out. People of immense influence are suddenly noticing your quiet work. The exact resources you prayed for last year are showing up in the most unexpected ways today. You are meeting individuals who speak your soul language without needing any translation. These new connections do not drain your battery. They actually recharge your brilliant spirit. This is what a balanced energy exchange actually looks like. You spent your entire life pouring golden water into broken cups that leaked everywhere. Now the universe is sending people who bring their own full cups to your majestic table. You are experiencing the beautiful harmony of a fully healed social circle. The old parasites are gone. Pay close attention to this next critical part. Sign number 3 is the profound internal shift regarding your physical body and mind. For years, your nervous system was locked in a brutal state of constant hypervigilance. You carried heavy physical pain in your tired shoulders and chest every single day. That chronic pain is disappearing. You are waking up feeling actually rested for the first time in a decade. The thick mental fog that made simple tasks feel impossible has completely evaporated. You look in the mirror and finally recognize the bright light shining in your own eyes. Your physical vessel is healing rapidly because it is no longer under constant spiritual attack. These 3 signs confirm the permanent death of your old toxic cycle. The silent enemies, the divine connections, and your healing body are the ultimate proof of total victory. You have successfully crossed over into the glorious timeline of the Chosen One. You are officially the untouchable master of your own reality. No one can pull you backward. But you must guard this new timeline fiercely. The darkness will attempt to test your new boundaries to see if they are truly made of steel. When the inevitable test finally comes, you must stand your ground with quiet and absolute authority. Do not explain your decisions to people committed to misunderstanding you. Your pure existence is enough. You are a powerful weapon of pure light, forged in the absolute darkest fires. You learned how to survive when everyone else fully expected you to quietly die. And because you survived the terrible wilderness alone, you now own the entire kingdom. Heaven is preparing to hand you the keys to massive generational wealth. You just have to receive it. Every single tear you cried has again been collected as heavy divine currency. The painful delays were simply the universe holding your massive blessing in a secure escrow account. Now the account has matured, and the incredible payout is ready for distribution. But your physical brain must be operating on the correct frequency to claim the funds. If you stay in the old survival frequency, you will completely miss the delivery. You must elevate your mental receiver to match the high vibration of this beautiful new timeline. The elite forces know this secret, and they desperately want to keep you in the low beta state. But their greedy monopoly on this ancient knowledge is ending right now. You are about to discover the exact method to permanently lock in this higher state. The heavy veil is being lifted from your tired eyes tonight. Prepare your strong spirit to receive the ultimate physical key to your spiritual inheritance. The final piece of the divine puzzle is finally ready to be revealed to you. The waiting season is officially over. The dry desert you walked through for so many years has suddenly burst into a massive and beautiful oasis of divine favor. Every heavy closed door is being blown completely off its hinges right now. Can you feel that massive shift in your spirit today? That is the glorious frequency of absolute victory. You are stepping into the exact timeline you were born to rule. You are the master of your reality. They tried to bury your light in the dirt, but they did not know you were a powerful seed planted by heaven. You broke the heavy cycle that kept your family trapped in darkness for generations. And because you bravely took the hardest path entirely alone, the generous universe is finally handing you the golden keys to rule the entire kingdom. Your beautiful energy demands absolute respect without a single word spoken. The magnificent crown is finally yours. The profound question I asked you to hold at the beginning of this message: what if the gap is not a character flaw at all? Here is the absolute answer. A specific brainwave called the gamma wave was running in you as a genius child. Princeton University studied this incredible frequency deeply. The Einstein Center confirmed it. A dedicated team of neuroscientists led by Dr. Robert Lake compressed this highly effective clinical protocol into 7 simple minutes. Before I tell you what they beautifully built, let me tell you about 2 people who used it. A woman from California had tried absolutely everything. She had desperately tried meditation and endless prayer for many years, but absolutely nothing could break the heavy and dark fog in her tired mind. After 2 weeks of daily listening, she said the blocked spiritual channel simply opened. Her broken marriage completely shifted. She described her new life as deeply enchanted for the very first time in decades. A man from Texas started using it to improve his failing business. 2 short months later, his wife joked that his intelligence had jumped 20 points. The absolute hardest problems he used to lose precious sleep over suddenly started solving themselves automatically while he rested peacefully at night. He said it felt like his tired brain was finally running on pure power. That is exactly what Dr. Lake and his brilliant team built. It is a literal miracle of modern science. They call it the genius song. It is absolutely not a generic meditation app. It is a 7-minute audio track using advanced brain entrainment technology. This powerful tool guides your tired brainwave patterns back to the genius state you were born with. You do not have to chant or keep a complicated journal. You simply put on your headphones, close your eyes, and let the pure frequency do the heavy lifting for you. The genius song is not for everyone. It is strictly reserved for the brave and beautiful soul who fully knows their true missing piece is simply a restored spiritual channel. Expensive biofeedback sessions cost hundreds of dollars per hour in a cold clinical setting. What this audio delivers is available to you today for a tiny fraction of its true value. Your absolute breakthrough is affordable. 4 incredibly powerful bonuses come completely free with your access. You receive a special audio designed for your children to build their pure confidence, and you get the original prosperity text that the famous secret was built upon. You receive a beautiful guided visualization, and you get a daily habits guide built to sustain this powerful gamma state forever. This package is a complete spiritual armory. Here is the deeper truth about waiting. The divine provision heaven arranged for you does not arrive as new information. It arrives as a clear recognition. The massive and beautiful synchronicities that truly belong to this exact season of your life are rapidly moving past you right now. A suppressed brain completely misses the miracle. A restored receiver catches the blessing before it passes. Waiting is incredibly costly when your wealth is already in motion. Do not look for this precious audio on completely free streaming platforms. The fake tracks circulating online have absolutely no real brain entrainment encoded in them, so they are just dangerous counterfeits designed to lower your pure vibration. The universe demands no risk from a chosen one today. This is an energetic exchange governed by pure trust. If you do not feel the massive shift, every single penny is returned to you immediately. The only authentic version is waiting for you right now. Find the secure link in the description and in the pinned comment below. But remember this ultimate truth: the physical tool is never the final destination. The physical tool simply restores your biological receiver, so your incredible spiritual destination can be instantly recognized when it finally arrives at your door. Heaven does not require you to purchase anything to be deeply loved. Whether that specific path is for you or not, this truth is yours. For the beautiful chosen soul whose spirit strongly confirmed the truth earlier today, the divine path remains open in the description. The physical frequency tool is patiently waiting there for you right now. That is the last time it will ever be mentioned in this space. What follows now belongs entirely to your final spiritual sealing. You are no longer the bleeding empath who endlessly begged to be understood. The terrible crucible of pain has completely forged you into the untouchable master of your reality. From this exact moment forward, your pure energy demands absolute respect without a single word spoken. And because you embraced your divine worth, the massive wealth you were promised is flowing effortlessly into your new timeline. They genuinely thought your silence was a clear sign of weakness. They thought they had successfully broken your spirit when they pushed you into total isolation. But what they did not realize was that the painful solitude was your ultimate training ground, and heaven was actively using that quiet time to upgrade your entire nervous system. You did not break under the terrible pressure. You simply evolved into a weapon of pure light. Now your beautiful presence alone instantly shifts the heavy atmosphere. Your complete silence has become a dangerous weapon that absolutely terrifies them, because they can no longer manipulate what they cannot access. You finally learned how to build solid boundaries around your beautiful heart. And those massive steel walls are protecting your sacred kingdom from any further harm. The bitter season of constantly explaining yourself to committed misunderstanders is completely over. You do not owe anyone a complicated explanation for your profound peace. While they desperately scramble to maintain their carefully crafted illusions, you are resting perfectly in the absolute certainty of divine favor. The universe has officially judged the entire situation in your absolute favor today. Every heavy tear you cried in the dark has been fully vindicated. Heaven kept a meticulous record of every single betrayal and every quiet sacrifice you made. The massive scales of divine justice are perfectly balanced right now. You are walking into a glorious era of effortless attraction, and the heavy chains of your past are permanently broken forever. You are the brave cycle breaker your family desperately needed. The deep generational curse that plagued your ancestors officially stops with you today. Future generations will look back and thank you for taking the incredibly hard path alone. Because you bravely stood your ground in the dark storm, your entire bloodline is being completely rewritten in the pure light of heaven. Do not ever look back at the burning bridges behind you. The toxic people who were left behind in the ashes absolutely chose their own destructive path. You offered them the purest love they had ever seen, but they arrogantly decided to throw it away for cheap and temporary thrills. Let them live with the massive weight of their terrible regrets. Your only job now is to keep walking forward. The pitch-black darkness has finally retreated completely behind you. The glorious dawn of the new era is shining its brightest rays onto your spiritual crown. You are vibrating at a frequency that naturally repels toxic attachments, while simultaneously attracting the pure divine miracles you truly deserve. The massive universe is conspiring right now to bring you the exact blessings you patiently waited for. You have successfully crossed the dangerous wilderness entirely alone. You survived the brutal attacks and the clever manipulations without losing your beautiful soul. And because you passed the ultimate test of spiritual endurance, the grand doors of heaven are swinging wide open for you. The profound peace you feel right now is the ultimate proof of your complete victory. Your deep intuition is sharper than it has ever been before. You can instantly detect a toxic person from a mile away. You simply walk the other direction. You no longer tolerate terrible disrespect disguised as brutal honesty. You completely refuse to entertain any confusion disguised as complicated love, because your incredibly high standards have become your greatest spiritual shield. This is what absolute spiritual sovereignty truly looks like. You are the sole author of your glorious new chapter. Nobody else gets to hold the pen anymore. The divine energy flowing through your veins is manifesting a reality far beyond your wildest dreams, and heaven is smiling proudly at your strength. Breathe this magnificent truth deep into your tired lungs. Re-day, let the heavy burdens fall away completely. God is watching your beautiful response in this exact second. If this fiery message has reignited the pure faith inside you, do not keep this great blessing entirely to yourself. There is a deeply wounded soul out there, bleeding in the dark of despair right now. They are desperately needing a guiding light. You must lead them out of their own toxic wilderness today. You have the incredible power to be that beacon of hope. Share this profound message with someone who truly needs it to multiply your own blessing. Sowing the seed of hope today is actively multiplying the massive harvest for yourself tomorrow. Send this truth outward and officially seal your magnificent victory, because you are completely unstoppable in this new timeline.